Okay, this is Monday morning. We're at Aspen Meadows, and we just had a bacon and eggs, hash brown breakfast, and getting ready to pack up and head to the trailhead.
Yeah, no, yeah, hit the head, and then you guys don't. It's not too far of a ride, so.
This is Seth, the owner.
Oh, you're on the GoPro.
I think so. Can you?
I can. Yeah, it's recording.
Okay,
You're in
good.
good
Yeah.
shape.
And
Show everybody the puppy.
oh, how you doing, buddy? Oh, look at you. You're a cutie.
Yeah.
Ah.
That'll be starting the show there.
Oh man. All right. You hold the fort down, all right?
Oh, we will. We're gonna miss you guys while you're gone.
Okay. Well, where do we need to head to?
You're gonna go up in this truck here.
Okay.
Yeah, they're gonna start loading the horses, and they'll take you guys up in the truck.
Okay.
No worries.
Great breakfast, thank you.
Oh, very well.
And you got the
Oh, we're all square.
okay.
We're in
And,
good shape.
We'll take care of the guides on the way out.
Yeah, no, we're in great shape. You guys just go have fun. That's all your only job
Yeah.
now. Enjoy the week. It'll be fun.
The weather's going to be good.
Oh, sweet, beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Be a little
good.
cooler up there.
It's gonna, which is nice. Yeah. It'd be in pretty good shape. No Coca-Colas?
I almost forgot them.
Oh, that would have been bad.
You go to fire me.
You can't. Those trucks gonna be driving. You can't.
What do you got? Is that some drinks? Okay. That's good.
Those some Coca-Colas for Keith. Keith loves a Coca-Cola in camp every once in a while.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't take them. Pack anyway.
How many horses you got here right now? You got quite a
Like a
few.
little over 100. Yeah.
That much?
115, I think, something like that. Just you guys, your guys' little trip took 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, like 12 animals to take care of you guys.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Let's see, 3, and then they have 9.
They have 7 pack mules of stuff going in.
Oh, wow.
And then you guys got your little bit of gear. So,
Big setup, huh?
yeah, you're gonna
Taj Mahal out there, man.
You're getting spoiled. Yeah, you guys are getting the small setups.
Man.
There's only a couple of you.
Okay.
But it'll still be, I think it'll be quaint. It's only 7 pack mules, so that's not very
Okay.
instead of 17. Yeah, probably no white tablecloths, but
Well, that's okay.
those horses
We're good with that.
Clayton's gonna go help you get going to bring the truck back.
Have a good week.
All right, guys, we about ready?
We get in here?
Yep, we're gonna ride in here. I think we're just waiting on Doug's coming. Clayton's gonna go help you guys on a fun trip. Be safe, guys.
All right.
Thank you.
All right,
Have
guys.
fun.
Yeah.
Thank you. Hop on in there.
Man.
Yeah.
In true grit.
You'll be on that black one right over there.
Okay, should I go
Yep.
wander over there?
Yeah.
It's been a few years, but
What's
it'll come back.
He or she?
Jordan. She.
What's his name?
Jordan.
Jordan.
We actually use her as a kid's horse when we're real
Oh,
busy
yeah?
with a bunch of camp kids and whatnot.
Okay, perfect.
She's as gentle as can be. They feel comfy and even. Your stirrups.
Yeah, feel pretty good.
Yeah.
Almost like I know what I'm doing.
Almost.
Can't tell the secrets, man. You just say, well, you know, I hope it works.
Your typical right for right, left for
Hope I
left,
get all
back to
this
stop. She'll just follow right along. Don't let her eat though. If
Huh?
she's trying to like eat grass, just pick up on her head and
Okay.
kick her.
All right.
Make sure you're staying in the middle.
Yes, sir.
Just your,
Thank you.
you got it.
They haven't been ridden
We'll see you Friday,
Oh yeah.
hopefully.
Hopefully.
I want to be the back horse, okay? Get the video.
All right. Well, as soon as he gets turned around, then I'll get up behind him.
Which way we going?
Right
Right out that way?
here. You guys ready?
Yes, sir.
Okie dokie.
Okay, guys.
All right.
Thanks, huh?
See ya.
Look, I won't.
Piece of cake, huh, Rich? Comfortable. Feels good. Good girl. Good boy, Jordan. Good boy.
Yeah. Your left stirrup longer than the right one.
Was that?
Your left stirrup longer than the right one.
Yeah, on your application there, I put more than 10 times, but since we hadn't ridden since for 23 years or 25 years, I figured, well, better change it to less than 10. Oh, okay. Yeah.
And that makes them not in a beginner run.
break here. We're stopped at Grouse Lake. You see it in the background. We're about halfway. Pretty warm this morning. We left at 7:40 from the trailhead. It's 9:30 right now. This is still Grouse Lake. Nice and shady in here. Some nice camp spots here along the lake, off to my left. We're about halfway, a little bit more. I'd hate to walk this. Oh, mackerel. Yeah, we're almost there, buddy. Almost to the top. I feel for you. Got about a mile to go. Gonna follow Paiute Creek. Ah. Okay, here we're at camp. There's Doug. He's the head leader, cook, so forth. Here's the pack guy.
No way, Jose.
Oh, we got everybody here.
Take that bucket to the creek.
Keith came. Keith came all the way from Oklahoma to be with us.
Yes, sir.
This is, I promise you, this is Gatorade.
Been doing it.
It's not pee.
Old enough to ride a horse.
Yeah.
He started taking his own trips, I think, when he was 13 or 14.
There's probably 6 inches of snow on the ground. Ate an orange, and I just wanted to peel over there, you know. And I got ready to leave, and I took a leak, and I hiked on, you know. Well, the next day, I ended up in the same spot. I'm like, oh, I'll go sit on this log again, you know. There was a bull elk walked through there. You could see, like, sniffed at that orange peel. Took a piss directly on top of mine, and then walked on through.
I was in
That's
Colorado.
just rude.
Yeah. I was in Colorado hunting one year, and what is it, San Miguel Mountains? Go over to Mount Rose and go south. There's a mountain range in there, over by Telluride.
Okay.
So
Montrose.
Montrose? No, that's the town.
The town of Montrose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the mountain range, I was trying to figure. Couldn't remember the name of it. But anyways,
Yeah.
I was up there and I was hunting elk. I had an elk tag and a combination deer tag. And I came across a stupid ass grizzly. I was probably never so scared in my whole life because no matter which way I turned, I was across his tracks. He was crisscrossing so much. He was on my ass, and I was like, just go away. Let me get off of this mountain.
Yeah. No, grizzly bears I've never encountered, but I think I would be scared on that.
I was,
These
man.
bears up here, they don't bother me.
I was trudging through snow up on the side of the mountain. We were up at 10,000 feet.
Yeah.
And coming down off of there, I was breaking snow up to my hips. And there's trees and branches underneath. I fell a few times because I hit it and I went down. I go, no, back up. quake and look at him going, just let me get off of this mountain. That's all I want. But yeah, the black bear, they don't bother me. That grizzly did.
I don't recall it though.
I mean, it's, you know, we're talking an iPhone picture of a bear quite a ways away. But it was pretty distinct that it was a grizzly bear. And everybody that's seen real grizzly bears looked at it and went, yeah.
No, I
And
haven't.
that's right here in the immigrant wilderness.
I did not see it then. I would remember that.
Because, well, Rona, she's an Okie, but she's an Alaskan guide up there.
She hauled my horse out to me.
Yeah. She said it was definitely a grizzly. Papa Dave said it was. A couple other people looked at it like, oh yeah, that's definitely a grizzly bear.
Well, I never seen the bear that was tracking me, but I could smell his ass.
Oh yeah.
He was close. That's too close if you could smell him.
Well, I hope they leave me alone. I didn't get to bring my bear dog.
All right, tough guy.
Couldn't get her on the plane with me.
Yeah.
I told the lady one time, and she never missed a beat. Didn't know the difference. I think it was the lady. Her son was a magician.
Oh yeah.
A magician.
Jennifer's her name. Lawrence is the magician's
She
name.
was sitting around talking to me, and she said, "Are there bear?" I said, "Yeah, there's a bear around here." What kind of bear? I said, "Brown bear." And she was like, "Oh, okay." They're like the. So I just said, "Oh, okay." I was trying to get a reaction, and I got nothing.
Yeah, they're not gonna make it this trip.
They didn't make it last year
Uh-uh.
because he had some health issue.
Yeah, it was just gonna be Norm and May again.
Oh, Larry will have a good time. Larry will be there, right?
Mm-hmm.
That kid rides awful well, so.
Well, she's apparently really been riding out.
Oh, good. I got all kinds of jackets out. Or is that yours?
That one's yours. Here, put the napkins in.
Toilet paper's covered?
Yeah, it's down there. Well, I haven't.
That's the most important thing in camp.
But I know that there's TP in the tote bag.
Hopefully they didn't put any out, right? I don't know.
Yeah, I set some up there.
Well, all I know is mine's in the tent, so it's nice and dry in a coffee container. So it's wet up there. We got fresh, dry stuff.
I got fresh, dry stuff here too.
Here, I'll move over.
Oh, you're good. I'm gonna go put the.
Let you sit.
I'm gonna put the top on my tent.
This is a squatch camp here. Little afternoon thunderstorm. This is Keith from Oklahoma. Came all the way out here to do this. Hi, Keith.
Hello.
And Richard from Idaho.
Hey, how you doing?
Ken from California. Martinez.
Because one time I did it at night, and a guy sat behind me with a knife this long. He was talking to himself and playing with it, playing with a knife and talking to himself. And I realized then that I made a mistake. You should never sit with somebody behind you. You should sit in the last bench with nobody behind you. Smart. You know.
Or
Right, the cops know that, right? That you don't sit. You want to see everybody coming into the train, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I had this guy playing with a knife, mumbling and talking to himself, but he was showing me the knife. I mean, he was playing with it. I said, "God."
Hi, Tony. Welcome. Thank you for coming up here.
Hi, Ken.
Hi. Don't. You're doing good. Keep going. So, what kind of hike did you do today?
I went to Gem Lake
Jim Lake from here.
from here. Yeah.
How many miles?
Round trip was about 8.1 miles.
8.1 miles. Pretty lake. Had a nice lunch.
Yep.
Um,
I wish I could jump in the lake when I was there because it was nice and cool and it looked clean. Clean
and
lake.
cold.
But I didn't bring my swimsuit or towel. So.
Okay.
Well, beautiful country here,
Yeah.
definitely. Granite country.
Well, next time.
The lack of people are working from home and also the safety issue. People, every time you get somebody killed, people get scared.
Well, they said that they were supposed to start increasing the security again, or bringing more security on for the trains, but not actually to ride the trains, but at the stations. But, late at night they should have at least a couple people, one walking the stations and one riding the trains because of all the homeless people and the crazies that are around there.
And 4 guys from was here. Yeah, had the horses and the pack equipment and all the everything. Bill could go on his own. He had his own horses, his own mules, his own pack saddles. But at some point they switch over to Kennedy Meadows. At some point they just like everybody else, a little bit of age and or if you're short an animal or And the Johnson family also, or what was the connection? No, but I know the McDowell family. I know Bill. I knew his first wife. I know his second wife. I know Bill's 2 kids. He's got 1 boy, 1 girl. Okay. I grew up with his kids. Okay. And I know Bill. Him and his first wife were friends of my parents. So Keith, you agree that the Johnson and McDowell family want to keep that still secret?
I don't think he wants to even be known.
Yeah.
And he doesn't. I don't think he wants anything to do with it.
Okay.
4 years ago, on the Johnson Ranch in Mariposa County, just outside of La Grande, California, I had spent several winters helping a guy, and he would take in 2,500 steers in the winter. We'd get them in October and take care of them on this ranch all winter, and then ship them in May, and he'd get paid on how much ever the cattle gained in weight. Well, of course, you got to go out and ride through them and check them. About 4 years ago, we had one field that had several of them that were getting sick, so I went out to doctor them. And I had a couple kids with me. A kid, Colt, he's a pretty good roper. He could help me doctor. And a kid named Mikey, he'd never roped or anything. He's riding a pretty young horse. He didn't really know what he was doing. He was just along with us for the ride. So we doctored a couple calves and looked around, and I didn't see anything else in the field. We were headed back to the trailer, which was about 3 miles away. So we're riding along, and Colt was up ahead of me, and he took off from 0, just walking his horse, kicked it up into a trot, and then a gallop and took off. And Mikey was right beside me, and he said, he's chasing something. And Mikey took off. And I thought, oh, what are these kids getting into? And Mikey ran up a hill. So there's a little hill in front of me. Him and Colt disappear over the hill. I continued on the road, come riding around beside that hill. Those boys came over that hill laughing, and I seen Mikey. Somehow this guy who couldn't rope or anything else, Colt had been chasing a badger, and Mikey managed to get his rope around that badger, and they come over the hill laughing and giggling. The badger was out. He had bumped a rock or something. He was dead out.
Oh.
Well, about that time, he was just knocked out. About that time, when they were seeing me and laughing and giggling, Mikey's horse had enough, went to Buck and bucked him off, and the badger woke up. So he's on the ground with his badger.
The badger come at him?
Yeah, the badger came at him.
With the rope around his neck, or?
Yes. I stepped off my horse and handed Colt the rope, and he dragged the badger off another way, but Mikey just almost got his lunch eaten.
Yeah,
So on the way home that day, he said, well, next time. And I said, next time? You dumb kid. You didn't learn nothing from the first time.
I didn't know there was badgers there in that area.
Yes.
Huh.
Pretty common.
So
a lot of eagles on that ranch too. I used to see eagles every day when I was out doctoring.
So how'd you get
Got it. So I showed them, and then I said, okay, close it up. And then they didn't know how to close it.
Right, with the liner lock.
Yep. So it was like, you don't need a knife. You don't know how to operate when you don't need it.
So now we'll get you to tell about your Bigfooting experience.
Okay. You want my full name or just...
Hold on, wait a second. I hit something wrong. You can just give your first name, huh?
Okay.
Yeah, that's good, man. Yeah. Richard?
I gotta wait until he tells me to go. Okay, my name is Richard, and my story about the Bigfoot experience that I've had. I started out in 2013 as an invite to go camping and look for Bigfoot. And after for years of watching Bigfoot, finding Bigfoot on TV, I said, yeah, right, this is just a bunch of crap. So I didn't believe in it, but I figured, hey, it's a good chance to get out and go camping. So I went out, and some things happened my first time out, and it was like, nah, you know, the guys that I was with, they said, this is what's going on. And I went, bull crap. So anyways, I was one of the biggest skeptics you'd ever want to know or see. And so for the first couple of years that I went out looking for Bigfoot, I was very skeptic about everything that was going on. So fast forward, and well, I became a believer after about 3 years. And then so fast forward to...
What changed your mind in those 3 years?
Well, in 3 years, I've had rocks thrown into camp for no reason, nobody around.
We're gonna have to start over for some reason.
Oh shit.
my thing just went.
Oh, your thing?
My thing went berserko on me when I tried to zoom out to get. Okay, we'll start it over. You're on.
Okay, my name's Rich. I am a Bigfoot hunter.
You are?
Per se.
Yeah.
I mean, I like to go out and make noise or just walking through the woods to try to find Bigfoot.
Are you a screamer? You scream at me. You're pretty good at it.
So anyways, I started in 2013. For the first couple years, I was a pretty good skeptic, but it gave me a chance to go out with the guys and do camping. So over the years, different things have happened. So after about 3 years of being a pretty good skeptic about finding Bigfoot, was things started to happen, rocks being thrown into camp for no reason, different types of glowing red, I don't know what, but
Eye glow or something like that.
something that was probably about 7, maybe 8 feet in the air, and it's like, what the heck is that? So anyways, over the years, different things have happened, so I became a believer in Bigfoot. So in 2024, on June 13th at 8:10 p.m., that's when I had my sighting of a Bigfoot.
That was just last month.
That was last month. You know, it was when I seen it, I couldn't process what I was seeing. I was just kind of like froze. I looked at it, I seen it, but there's nothing that should be that big and that much hair all over it. And especially when it looks at you and it's like you're trying to process all this stuff in a split second. So anyways, after I had that sighting, we went and looked for some tracks where I had seen it. Couldn't find any tracks. The only thing we seen was some brush that was pushed down to where you could see where it walked through the area. So I was sitting around the campfire, and for some reason, I just happened to look up, and that's when I seen Bigfoot. And then later on, about an hour later, around 9:10 p.m., I seen this large, hairy creature on 2 legs step out from behind a pine tree. And it took one step out, and it was just like, as soon as it seen us, it took one step back. So then we didn't see anything else for probably about 10-15 minutes later. Then we seen this red shine at an end of a log, and the log was probably about 3 feet in diameter. And you see this light colored head. It was like a light gray, white, something like that. It was just light in color. It had moved along this log about 3, maybe 4 feet. And then it would go from left to right and then right to left. Do that a few times. And it was just so out of place that the other 2 guys that were with me was Ken and Ray, and we all couldn't believe what we were seeing. And then all of a sudden we ask each other if we see what we think we're seeing, and we all confirm, yes, that's what we're seeing. But just the thought and the sight of this head moving along this log, it was unbelievable. But it was a funny incident, so we just kind of laughed about it. So later on that night, we had another incident. We had a Bigfoot, or what we're guessing to be a Bigfoot. It was a large, dark figure. It was swaying back and forth, and it was in front of a sign, and the moon was shining on this sign, so it was throwing off a light. So every time this large figure would sway, it would take that sign, the light off of that sign, make it dark, and then it'd sway and it'd come back. So we watched that for a while, trying to make out what the heck it was going on. Then, probably about 12:30 that night, we were all deciding to go to bed. I went over to my truck to get something out of my truck, and when I was over there, after I got the whatever it was out of my truck, I don't remember what it was, but I seen these large handprints on the hood of my truck. So the road was real dusty. There was a lot of cars moving in and around, so the dust was built up on the truck, and then the pollens from the tree. So we had one small figure that left two small handprints side by side on my truck, and then there was one large handprint on the truck. So it was either a mother, a teenager, a male, something that left that single handprint on the truck. So that was about 12:30 that evening on June 13th of 2024. And that's kind of my story of what I've seen.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Good. Good story.
This is Keith's version of how this trip came to be. A couple years ago, probably I think 3 years ago now, my buddy Brad, who cowboys up here, takes care of the cattle for a fella named Jesse. He come over to my camp and he said, Keith, something's going on up there at Stud Horse. You know how we always have to go in there and chase the cattle out? And I said, yeah. And he said, I can't get them to stay in. He said, I put them in there and they're right back out the next day. They'll be down in Grouse or Pine Valley, and that grass is just growing, getting stale. And I'm like, okay, well, let's go push them in, see what happens. So me and Brad come up, push the cattle in. Sure enough, next day they were out. Now, previously in years past, the cows came in here and stayed so long that they ate all this grass down. I mean, they stayed so long, we had to come in and push them out to keep from killing everything off. So we were both kind of scratching our heads. And I was out one day. I came in here just kind of looking around to see if I could find some sign. I rode over by the snow pond and then by the spring where it's kind of like a little lake, but it's not a lake, it's just a spring. And I was sitting there eating a sandwich, and I got the strangest feeling. It was like, it's time to go. Hey, you don't need to be here right now. So I got on my horse and left. And I think I told somebody at the pack station, hey, if any of those Bigfooter people that come up around here stop in, or if we see any, let me know. I want to talk to them about Stud Horse, what's going on up there. Well, year after year went by, and there was no conversations with any of the squatchers and the crew. And one day, I think I'd just come in from a trip dropping somebody off somewhere. I was sitting on the pack dock, and one of the guys said, hey, one of those guys came by on a bike today. He's staying down at Bell's. He was asking, if we heard anything, and I think he's a Bigfooter. And I told Doug, I said, take me down there, would you? I want to talk to these guys. So I went down to Bell's, and we seen some people car camping before the gate. I think it was a couple. I'm not sure. I want to say it was a man and a woman. And I said, no, let's go on up to the gate. Went up to the gate. There was a guy there. He introduced himself as Kenan. He tried to be vague about what was going on. And I just said, hey, here's the deal. If they're anywhere around here, I think they're in Stud Horse. And you ought to talk to these guys about, let's put a trip You can go check it out. Well, I think sometime this winter, Seth told me, "Hey, Kenan called and we're talking about it. It looks like we may do a trip." And I was like, "Cool." And that's the last I heard. And I had some other personal issues going on. I wasn't going to be able to be here this summer because somebody stole my trailer, and I got to have a trailer for my wife and to live in at the pack station while I'm in the back country. Oh, da 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 da. And I was basically on the phone with Doug, him saying, "Hey, what's going on?" And me breaking the news of, "Hey, Doug, it's not going to happen. I'm not going to make it this year, but if you'll save my spot and not fire me, please, I'll be out next year." And he said, "Well, uh, the Bigfoot people signed up for a trip August 15th." And I said, "I'll call you right back." July 15th. That's right. It was July 15th. I said, "Oh, I'll call you right back." I hung up the phone. I said, "Honey, won't you see if you can get me a plane ticket where I could be at Aspen Meadow at least the day before the 15th and then come in, about a week?" And she checked around. She goes, "Yeah, I got you a ticket." So I called Doug back and I said, "Hold the fort. I'm coming out. I want to be on this trip." And here I am. That's it.
That's a very nice story, Keith. We're heading home. Heading back to Aspen Meadow. I'm on Jordan, of course. She's very, very good. Yeah.
Really nice flat shade spot. Just past that big dead tree there.
Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Come on, come on, come on. Good girl. Oh, I got it all on video coming down. Be interesting to see what it looks like. Almost down. Oh, you can see it over there. Pretty little mountain lake.
Chain links we were talking about sitting up and over beyond there.
Okay. My horse Jordan likes to grab a snack every once in a while. Keep her going. Get close to trailhead. Nice creek there. Yeah, I had to see if it was on. What's this creek name? Bell Creek, which flows into Bell Meadows. Nice, clean, cold water. Beautiful. I got Richard right on my 20. He's been on my 20 all day long. Sucking in the dust. Have you ever heard the song Dust in the Wind? Yeah. I see some vehicles. The horse and the mules are happy. Good girl.
Said the horse is scared of you.
Well, I'm 50. You scared
How you doing, sir?
How are you?
Good. Great trip.
Good.